Good morning, friends. Hello, happy Sunday. How is everyone today? Hope you're having a great day. We are coming in a little early this morning with our second day of Christmas in July. And we're going to be working with, these are from the dollar store. They are Christmas ornaments that you can just pop the top off and fill with whatever you want to fill with. And then you can also decorate on the outside of it. So that's what we're going to do today. So I actually have two of them because I wanted to try something. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we'll try it. It's only $1. If it doesn't work, it's not a big loss. So one of them I wanted to fill with, these are foam beads. Also, again, dollar store. So we're just going to fill one of these. And then the other one, I was thinking I'd like to try and just throw some acrylic paint inside of it and swish it around and kind of see what happens. So let's do the beads first. I just want to see if there is a trick to opening this or if I just have to cut it. I'm thinking I'm just going to maybe cut it so that I can kind of control how the beads are going to go in here. Oops. No, it looks like, why are there some at the top? That's weird. It's like there's a little pouch there. Okay, anyway, let's just kind of try and cut it so that we can get a little opening here. I'm trying to control the chaos of these beads. Okay, and I just found out that here's the zip thing to open. Okay, now we got it. So let's make this a little bit bigger over here. There we go. Just because I'm trying to not have beads go everywhere, we're going to see if this is going to work. I think they're still going to go everywhere. And I'm not quite awake enough yet this morning, and I have not had a full cup of tea. So I might not be doing the smartest things ever this early in the morning. All right, that was working okay, and now it stopped. This is going to take way too long. All right, let's attack this from another angle. I'm just going to have beads everywhere. I think that's what's going to happen because they are all static clinging to the inside here. Let's try this one more time. I wish I had had a funnel. That would have been great. Now we're cooking with gas. All right. Yeah, these things are super, super staticky. And they're all trying to static up around the hole now. Okay. All right. What a mess. What a mess. We've got beads everywhere. I see what happened. There's a little plastic lip here, and a bunch of them got stuck under there. All right. Let's try this. Let's capture all of these if we can. And scoop them up and get them into our ornament. Wow, these things are super staticky. All right, this is not going to work out too well. I wonder why they're so staticky. Look how they're like trying to move around in there. That is hysterical. I've never seen that, how staticky they are. All right. Let's just set you here for a second. And I really got to try and wrangle some of these in. Oh, we're starting off so great this morning. Come on, let's wrangle these together here. Let's use this. There we go. That's kind of working. All right, I think I have enough. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put the lid back on here. I'm not going to use the whole bag. And let's get this back inside. All right, get in there. There we go. Okay. All right, so you get the gist. But wow, they are super staticky in there. try and shake it up a little bit. Okay, let's get the tag off. And I'm gonna have to just scoop the rest of these right into the trash. Okay, all right, so there's one. Sheesh Louise. Let's see if we can wrangle some of these and get these guys into the trash can. Because they are just staticking everywhere. And I'll be picking these up off of the floor for days. It's almost like glitter, but they're little balls that are wanting to static cling to everything. Almost got them all. Goodness gracious. Whew, there's got to be an easier way to do that. I think they're probably having a funnel would have been a great idea in hindsight. All right, I got most of them. They're probably going to be staticking to my shirt all day too. Static cling. Okay. All right, I think we got most of them off the desk. So at least we can start chalking on it. Goodness gracious. Woo, okay. There's one. Now, I'm kind of afraid what's going to happen with the second one now because I wanted to try pouring acrylic paint inside of it and kind of swishing it around. I'm still going to go for it even though that first one didn't go so well. Let's see what happens here. So I'm going to get paper towel so I can kind of hold the towel over the top. So let's see how this is going to work. Again, I am just completely winging this, so I don't know how well this is going to work. I want to try to coat the whole inside, and I'm definitely going to need a lot more. So let's add a little more here. And I can always just get rid of the rest. So like I said, this is just acrylic white paint. That's all it is. So I'm just going to kind of slosh it around inside there, try to get it all covered. And I'm going to use a little more. It's actually working out pretty good. So let's see. I'm going to keep adding more. I wasn't sure quite how much to add, so I figured let's start slow and we can always add more. All right. Definitely still need more. Okay. This is actually looking pretty good, but you know what's crazy? It's making the ornament way heavy. Really, really heavy now. I mean, I shouldn't say really, really heavy, but heavier than it was because these are plastic, so they were pretty light. So that's interesting. Let's get that. It looks really, really cool. And you know what is like, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking to myself, man, this looks like it could be the beginnings of a really cute little snowman. Really awesome. Really cute. Because it's painting it so nicely on the inside. It really is super cute. It just takes a little patience to get it to kind of all go inside here, but I think it's going to look super cool when it's done. Okay, a little bit more over here. I'm just going to get my thing on it now because we're getting near the top. All right, we're almost there. You guys see it? I know there's kind of a wicked glare on there, but look how awesome that looks. So far, so good. Just a little bit more to go. Bring this right up to the top. Okay, I think I missed just a little bit there. There we go. Okay, now I think that's what I'll do. I'll just leave it upside down so all this excess can kind of pour out. Pretty awesome though, right? Love it. I just want to get all that excess to come out. Okay. that. I'm going to do one more just to get rid of all that excess in there. And that hopefully will lighten it a little bit too, because I don't need all that inside there. Okay, so we're almost to the point where we've got 2 different variations. And after the hot mess getting the white little balls in there, I think I'm preferring the paint method a lot more. Definitely. Okay. All right, we're getting there. We almost got all of the paint back out again. I know I did put a lot in there, so in hindsight, maybe not so much paint the next time. You can see it's all kind of coming back out. I should have maybe just taken my time a little bit more and really swirled it around so that I didn't waste so much paint. But again, this chalk paint, it's acrylic paint, is from the dollar store, so it's not too terribly expensive that I wasted so much of it. But I think we got most of it out. Okay, awesome. Put that in the trash. We are good. I got a little bit on the outside, but pretty awesome. I am so happy with that. All right, now I need to lay it somewhere so that it's gonna kind of start to dry a little bit. So I'm gonna just set it right there on my tray. All right, let's get rocking and rolling with our chalking on our Christmas ball. Let's put that back real quick. Okay, let's try our first one. Phew, that took a little bit. Okay, now that we've got them all prepped, and we're going to use our Holiday Advice Trio Transfer. So we've got 2, Be Bright and Be Merry. So these are going to be just a little challenging on here because it is a round surface. So you really do have to kind of take your time. I do want to fuzz it because it is putting a transfer on plastic. So I want to just fuzz my transfers real quick. Whew, let's take a quick sip. Catch our breath after that. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think I'm definitely going the route of adding acrylic paint inside these because I think that looks so good. I love it. Okay, so we've got our fuzzing towel and we're just fuzzing our transfers just a little bit. I want to have a pretty good seal on here. And so I don't want to fuzz too much, but you got to find a fine balance because you don't want to fuzz too much because you want a nice tight seal, but then you also want to be able to get the transfer back off. So you have to kind of fuzz a little bit, but not terribly crazy town. Now, like I said, this is like a concave thing that you're trying to chalk on. So getting the transfer on here without any lines in it, that's where the challenging part kind of comes into play. So you just have to take a little bit of extra time and just make sure that the transfer is down and it doesn't have any crazy lines in it. And that's the challenging part with this. We're just going to take our time here and get this on here right. And hopefully it won't come out too terrible. I want to get my glasses on real quick so I can see, just to make sure I don't have any. And it's nice to have a little towel here because it'll keep your Christmas ornament from rolling all over the place. Okay, so I'm just checking because I do see some lines here that I'm just trying to get out with my fingernail so that I don't have any issues with the chalk going through. And I'll show you guys in a second. You're going to see some areas where it does look like it might bleed. So that's what I'm just trying to avoid here. Okay. All right, it's kind of hard to tell. I'm going to hold it down here for YouTube. So you kind of have to get it on there so that you're not really seeing any lines. So it's just a little more challenging. This is probably like a more, not beginner class. It's a little more advanced. Just to take your time and just get that on there correctly. Okay, I think I'm good. I think it's on there. I'm going to be using our shimmer crimson because I thought red with the white dots in the background would look super cute. Let me take these off. And I also have shimmer shadow, and I'm using the ink, the gold ink, because my gold paste is kind of running low. So that'll be for the next one, the Be Merry. So let's grab a squeegee, and we're going to give this a whirl. Just putting a little bit of the chalk paste on there. Hopefully, I got it to where this is not going to have any bleed through. But again, if we have any issues, we can just wash it right off. I think I'm going to have an issue with the bee there. Let's see. And you can touch it up with the Q-tip too if you do have a little bit of bleed through. It is, like I said, a little challenging because it is rounded. So it does make it a little more tough. All right, let's see. Not too bad. Have a little bit down there at the bottom of the E, but I can take care of that easy enough with a Q-tip. But what I'll do first is I'm going to dry it. And what I think I'll do is, I think I will add more beads to this. Oh, kept the heat on there a little too long and I just melted it. I put a dent in it. That's the way today is going to go, I think. Yes, be very careful. Don't do what I just did and I kept the heat on there too long and it melted it. Wonder if I could get my hand in there and stretch it back out. No. Nope. I mean, you can't really see it. You can a little bit. This is going to be what not to do. A lesson in what not to do today, I think. All right. Well, it bent a little bit, but not too bad. I'm going to have to redo this one. But you get the gist. I think it's really cute with the beads in there. I kind of am preferring the paint, though. So let's try this one. I'm going to do one more time to try to get out any last minute chalk in here before I put the cap on. Hopefully we have a better time of it with this one. Just get some more of that because I just feel that there's a little bit more paint in there. I didn't get it all out. And I don't want to put the cap on and have it start leaking on me because that would be what happens today because we're just batting 1,000. Okay. All right. So lesson learned with that, way too much paint in there. I don't need all that paint. Okay. Let's put the cap on this one. Take the tag off of it now. And in hindsight, like I said, I think I need to have a little bit more caffeine before I come live and be a little bit more awake. So let's try to get this on here. Get in there. There we go. Just about got it. I think maybe, come on, get in there. Okay. Wow. Yeah, it's just going to be this kind of day. It does not want to go down. Oh my goodness gracious, come on. All right, I'm not letting this dollar store Christmas ornament win. There we go. Woo! Everything's going to be a challenge today. But we're going to muddle right through it, and we're going to keep on going. There we go. All right, we got our top one. Whew! That was a little challenging. All right, let me get the paint off my fingers. Let's go ahead and do our Be Merry on here. I'm going to try. I just take like one little section at a time when I push it down. And I don't want to stretch the transfer per se, but I want to kind of get it so that it's doesn't have the lines on it. Lines going through the silk screen, if that makes sense. Like that, the Y does now have a line through it. So let's get that off. Okay, I think that one came out pretty good. That one wasn't quite as hard as the first one. And we'll remember to not heat set it for as long as I did in one section. Okay, and I think we're going to do the Be Merry in the shimmer shadow, and then we're going to do the ornaments in gold. Just make sure they're on. Okay, we're going to use a little guy for the ornaments. Let's just do a very tiny bit on here for those. Okay, they're done. Now we'll do Be Merry. And then what I would do is maybe add some ribbon up around the top to make it super pretty. Okay, almost there. We're just going to do Merry. And just about done. Get the tip there. Okay, cool. I think we got it all covered. Let's see. I think there might have been some lines going through this, but we'll see. Yep, a little bit of bleeding, but we're going to fix it up. No worries. But it looks super cool on the paint, right? Hello, good morning. How are you? We're having a bit of a rough morning here, trying to get beads in and trying not to melt my plastic ornament here, keeping it a little further away. And I need to do a little bit of cleanup detail on here. So let's get some water down. We're going to just clean up. I had a little bit of bleeding on the ornament here, so let's clean that up. Okay. Get another one. Yeah, so that was a little bit of a challenging project this morning. Like I said, it's because it's a rounded surface, so it makes it a little more challenging, but you can always clean up where you've got some boo-boos. And I did have a big blob here, but I think I took care of it. Got a little one here. And then, like I said, just remember that the ornament was plastic. That would have been helpful. so that I didn't melt my first one when I was drying it. Ay, ay, ay. All right. And so what I think too, I think I also got something else. I grabbed something else yesterday that isn't quite as rounded. And I want so that I can show you that this will work. It's just, like I said, a little bit more patience is needed. Get another Q-tip. But I got a glass yesterday, also from the dollar store, that, like I said, is not quite as rounded. So I think it might work a little bit better. Okay. All right, we have the ornaments are cleaned up. Okay, I'm just cleaning up some of the letters down here. But overall, I think I like the black and the gold on here with the white background. And I think if you had some pretty gold ribbon, that would look super cute. Or red. Red would really pop on here, I think, if you added some red ribbon to the top of the ornament. I think that would be super cute. I'm going to not sit here and clean up this whole thing while we're live. But as I always do, I'll take a finished picture and put it on Facebook so you guys can see it all cleaned up when I'm done. But I love this one on the white. I think it looks so awesome. Okay, so let's set that aside for a second. I'm not going to heat set that anymore so I don't melt it like I did with the other. But let me grab this glass that I was talking about because I think I have one more in the trio here that I want to do. It's the Word Advice Trio, and it's Better Not Pout, and I thought that this was super cute. So let's just do this because I messed up my Christmas ornament, the one that I melted. We're going to try to salvage this live today, and we're going to try to do it on this cool wine glass that I got. It's not quite as rounded as the Christmas ornament, so maybe this is going to come out just a little better. Let's see. Okay, slide that over here. Let's see if we can get the, oh no, let me bring this back because I want to lay this down on here. There we go. Let's see if this one will work a little bit better. Oh, this is much better. Not nearly as rounded. There we go. And then this I can heat set to make it permanent. And this would be an awesome gift, right? Better not pout. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's on there pretty good now. I don't see any lines. I think we are good. So let's do, how about we do a little bit of a mixture of red and black on this one. We'll do a black stocking, and then we'll do red words. Oh, you know what? Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. I'm using chalk and not ink. That's not going to work. I'm going to have to wash this off. But we'll see. I'll just show you the difference. How it would look on here. I'm just going to have to go back and use my ink and not my chalk. That's all. And then I can heat set it. But I just want to show you how this will look. I think I need to go back to bed. I think I'm just too tired. I don't know what the heck is going on. I'm off. A little off this morning. I'm just not awake enough. But we'll get through it. It's still relaxing chalk therapy, craft therapy for me this morning, which is what I love. Okay, we got that all covered now. There it is. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. I just have to clean up the stocking right there, but can you guys see it? Look how cute that came out. Oh my gosh. So cute. Better not pout on a little dollar store wine glass. That one I love. Like I said, I just had to redo because I was clearly not thinking and did it with chalk. So I need to redo it with ink so that I can make it permanent. But that is it, guys. That is today's projects. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And boy, we had a little bit of ugly there this morning. But we also had some good. So we're going to take that away from it. We're going to learn what not to do. Remember that your ornament is plastic and don't heat set it too long because then you will melt it. So that's lesson number 1. Lesson number 2 is good luck with these things because they're super staticky and they're very difficult to get into the Christmas ornament. So I actually definitely prefer going the painted method and painting inside with just acrylic paint and then chalking on it. I think this was by far my favorite, right along with my wine glass. So we're going to take the good from today's live and go with these two and then just learn from our other mistakes. But let me clean this one up and then I will post a picture in the comments on Facebook. So that wraps up today's epic second day of Christmas in July. I've got plenty more. Hopefully they're going to go a lot more smoothly the next time. But I've got plenty more Christmas projects to continue out the week with. So I hope that you stay tuned for those. I will probably be trying to come in live probably around 7 o'clock each night this coming week. So stay tuned and we will just keep muddling through and we will have some fun crafting together. So thank you so much. Have a magical day and I will talk to you guys all later. Bye.